So good morning all. Here we are with Bagcampus Camp 2021's web development session for PHP and MySql, right? So here's another big day where we are going to discuss about PHP MySql. Yesterday we have messed out some points, so we will discuss it in tomorrow's session. Now let's move with PHP and MySql. It's going to be amazing today. So make sure you submit your assignments before deadline. Fill the feedback form without fill. Certificate will be available to download in a week from 31st of August. Now the deadlines has been extended to 4th of September. So make sure of that. So you will certificates will be available from 11th September. So today's agenda is to install Apache server. Then we will discuss about PHP basics. Then what's localhost. At the fourth point, we will discuss about MySQL and some DBMS concepts, database management system concepts, right? So why these things are important? Because Apache is really a best web server. We will discuss it here only, right? So let's move again. So what we are going to do today is we will be installing XAMPP server. Then we will be starting with PHP and MySQL, creating a form and learning what is a post and get method. This is going to be important. Then we will study about PHP MyAdmin, then learning how to perform CRUD on PHP and MySQL. What CRUD stand for? CRUD stands for create, read, update and delete. Okay. CRUD stands for create, read, update and delete. We will just perform the steps with PHP and MySQL. And at the sixth point, we will be creating a to-do list application. And after that, we will be creating a quiz application. So we are going to develop two projects starting from very basics of PHP. We are going to develop two web projects today. We have holiday today, so don't worry. So we can go for 2 hours, 3 hours or more, right? So let's move to the basics of PHP where we are going to learn hello world. Then we are going to how to declare variables, like then we are going to discuss about conditional statement. Then we are going to discuss about looping statement. Then we will go for what is array in PHP and many basic things we will be discussing as soon as we will move to the code editor. I think we have to move to code and move to learn what is this. So as per our today's agenda, our first thing is to install Apache, yeah. So let's move to that point. So Apache server. So Apache server is as I already told you, it is a server which we are going to use for our PHP and MySQL to host, right? So I have opened my new tab. So I'm just going to that server and I will just search. So here it is. Download XAMPP. It is down means direct. The link is given. So I will click on this link. As you can read here, XAMPP is a free and open source cross-platform web server solution stack package developed by Apache Friend, right? And we are going to use this for our PHP and MySQL, right? To host it on our local servers. So here on the website, I'm just putting this website link on your front so that you can go to that website fast, right? So yeah, I will just go with great. Simple website, you can go through that. Okay, Apache friend dot that website you can see on your screen. So that's I'm using Windows 8, so I will go for Windows 8 and I will click on download button. You just go for Linux, also Mac OS, and it comes with various add-on applications. Like you can get a Word, Joomla, CMS, Drupal. If you want, we can create one session on this add-ons also, but not in the Power Camp sessions because we are very hurry up now, right? So Windows, I have just downloaded the Windows 8, so I will just show you how it looks like when you get downloaded this XAMPP server, right? So let's move to that XAMPP server without wasting our time. So this is how it is going to look like. Hope it is visible on your screen. So you just have to click on your start and same to the MySql only. So this is how your code is going to look, right? So you can check that this is initializing all its processes, and and you are ready to use your PHP and MySql, right? So this is going to be amazing. You have to click on Apache start and MySql start. That's all. Let's get started with our coding part now. So after installing Apache, our next point is to start with our PHP. So let's move to that part now. So we are moving to Visual Studio Code now to check about those things. So for you only, I have started with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a new file, and where you have to post it, right? So on the same folder where you have started with your PHP, where you have means initialize it or while installing, then you will get a special folder created, and that folder htdocs means it will be XAMPP folder. In that there will be a folder called as htdocs where you have to put all your codes. Okay, you can start your folder in that means htdoc folder. So you can just check I will just post a video about it, and you can get it on I button when it will be available for all. So what I'm just doing is I'm creating a new file. I'm naming it as main.php. So this will be easy for me to code, right? And I'm just launching the browser period. So how we declare a hello world, as per just discussed now on our PPT, we are just moving with our first program of writing hello world, right? So this is what is the indentation. So just like we have seen that we have in our HTML, so we started a tag and we closed it, right? But this is something called as PHP. So you have to add this PHP, and I'm just have closed this. So whenever I used to use HTML, so I can also use it here. So I can just write the HTML. Let's start. So HTML, I have closed it here. So in this HTML also you can do that, or if you will not write HTML, it will automatically add these things. Yeah, don't worry about that. So what we are going to do is we are going to just write a hello world program in PHP. So what is the command? It is echo, and I'm just writing hello world, and I'm doing a simple semicolon. Control plus S. Let's run it here. Okay, so it will be a local host. Please make sure how I am writing the in that I have what's the name of this folder. This is a session slash 04 slash php mysql, and then I'm just doing it in main.php. So I'm just mentioning it main.php. I'm clicking on enter. So there's something problem up here. I think there should be a name problem. Okay, so I will just try it with my CMD. Okay, CMD is a great thing. Hope I could let you know about that. Means how I'm doing that. Uh, so see, in the XAMPP folder you have to go in the htdocs you have to create your file name. Here my file name is sage, means folder name, sorry. My folder name is sage04. Okay. Here I have created one more folder called as backgate, and then I have just put it this. Okay. So this is how my hello world runs, right? So let me just, anyone please enter your name in the comment. Anyone can write in the live chat. Okay, you can write your name so that I can use it on this, right? So okay, no one is here right now, I think. So what I'm just going to do is how we declare a variable. Okay, so we are going to move that. So hope you know about the various data types like strings, integer, float, boolean, and many others. So what we are going to do is we are going to declare a string. So what I'm doing is I'm just writing a dollar sign, right? Dollar sign. You can just use it shift and 4, and I'm giving a variable name. Let in my I'm giving name. You can write anything here, okay? But variable is what we store the data in, right? So this data is stored in this variable. So what data I'm giving, for example, my friend's name Rahul, and I'm closing this. So Rahul is stored in this name. How? Let me show you. So what I'm going is I'm just copying this and I'm pasting it here. And let's try this visual. So here you can see hello Rahul. Yeah, so this is how it works. So this Rahul data is stored in this name, right? So if I will just go with Rahul's age, I think Rahul's age is nearly 32 years. 32 years, okay. And I will just go with hello Rahul. Your age. I'm just passing this, okay. AGE. So let's check what now. Hello Rahul, your age 32, right? This is how we declare how we write the hello world program, how we declare a string. So what we have done here, we have declared string as well as we have declared a integer, right? Now we are going to declare his CGPA. It will come in pointer only, point only, right? It doesn't be found, means it will be in float, right? So his CGPA was 9.2. His top, so his CGPA is 9.2. So I'll just go with CGPA, means whatever I have to go. Okay, okay. I will just give his percentage. Okay, I can write anything here because it is just in a hello world program. Then I am just writing CGPA, whatever the function name is. I will just giving you here so that you can get that. So I have just used this CPGA. I have used CPGA. Okay, so I'll just reload this. So hello Rahul, your age 32% is 9.2. I have given a slash a here, but it is not visible. It has not been reflected here. So every time you want to get a new line, you have to give compulsory a BR tag. Okay, BR tag we have learned in HTML basics, right? So it works, right? So if I will give this BR tag here also, even I am giving the BR tag on the same line, but still it will be printed here. Hello Rahul, your age 32, percentage 9.2. Okay, hope you understand with the BR tag. Okay, I will just reduce this size. So here we have declared string, integer. Here we have declared a float variable. Also, I am going to start. Oh, I am going to start with his passing. It is he's passed or not? Yeah, he's passed. So I'm just going with printing true. Give a semicolon. Okay, it will and you can similarly you can use the CL. Okay, don't worry about that. So we have discussed out here how we have write it hello world, then how we declare variable. Now we are going to move on our conditional statements. So I'm just renewing this. I have kept the name and I have kept the age. I want to get that whether Rahul can vote or not. Yeah, in India it is required to be 18 plus to vote, right? So what I'm going to just use is a if loop, okay, not else loop right now. So if the Rahul's age is is less than greater than 18. So if Rahul's age is greater than 18, then what I am going to print here, I'm just going to echo your age, dollar age, sorry, you are able to vote. So he is able to vote, right? So what I can do is I can just write refresh this. So your age is 32, you are able to vote. But what if Rahul is just 12 years? So let's run this. It's not printing anything. So what I can do is if this condition is not satisfied, what I can do is I can write the else statement, right? I will just copy this. So your age is this much, you are not able to vote. Let me take it in new line. So I will just refresh. So your age is 12, you are not able to vote, right? If the age is 22, let's check what happened. Your age is 22, you are able to vote. Okay, this thing is going to happen in if else loop. What if I have to predict whether he is able to watch means he has passed his sixth standard or not. So in general, basically student of 12th class goes for sixth standard, right? So what I will just go with, if else dollar age is greater than 12. So I will just go with your age, you are not able to vote, but you are now soon can vote. Okay, I'm just writing this thing. So you are not able to vote now, but you can vote in a very less time. Okay, so I want to run this code now. So this is going for this. So your age is 22. Yes, 22. If age is 30, oh sorry, else if made some mistake. So your age is 13, you are not able to vote, but you are now soon can vote. So sorry for the grammar mistake, but this was the thing. And if all these conditions are not satisfied, then what I'm going to prove is I'm just going to echo this thing. So I'm just removing this. And I want to use the age 11. Okay. Oops. So for the age 11, your age is 11, you are not able to vote. Only this. If the age is 17, let's consider age is 17. So what is going to happen? It is showing your age is okay. It have not been refreshed properly. Your age is 17. You are not able to vote, but you can now soon can vote. Okay. So this all can happen in the if else loop. We have just made this thing. Okay. Now what I am doing is a for loop. Okay. So before that, I will show you how we use arrays. Okay, arrays in PHP. So what is array? Array is a collection of similar data types, right? So what I can do is array. We should discuss it only yesterday, but we have not discussed it yet. So let's go for that. I'm going for array, and the first element means I'm just putting up your marks. Okay, let's consider your marks are there. So someone get 2 out of 10, someone get 10 out of 10, someone get 5 out of 10, someone get 8 out of 10, someone get 12 out of 10. Okay, so this is what we call as array. So what is array indexing? Okay, so array indexing is one of the important point. I am just removing this here. Okay, so array indexing is one of the important point in array. How we fetch the data, right? Then if we will go with this first participant, you will say it will be array's first element, right? But it is not. Arrays means we are not starting from 1, we are starting from 0. This will be at the index 0, this will be at index, just let me go through that. This will be at index 0, this will be at index 1, this will be index at 2, this will be at 3, this will be at 4, right? This is a what we call as array indexing. Okay, hope you understand this thing. 4 people are online right now. So this is what we call as array indexing. At the 0 index we have 2, at the 1 index we have 10, at the 2 index we have 5, at the third index we have 8, and at the fourth index we have 12, right? So now I have to print the fourth element of the array. Fourth element, okay, fourth element means in element at the index 3. Okay, so what I can just go for is I can go for echo, then I am printing array. It's not only array means, and I'm just closing this. So what happened is 8 at the index number 3 we have 8. Yeah, you can see that. So this is how we declared, means how we started with. So let me do a commit. Okay, basically I will show you how we move through that. And then okay, so we have just printed the third element. Now I have to print whole array. How I can do that? How I can do that? So we have just yesterday only we learned for loop. Okay, and the JavaScript. Now we are going to learn it in PHP. Okay, so the if we have any looping statement, it will be same in C++, it will be same in JavaScript or any other programming language, Python or any other programming language, it will be same. Okay, so what I'm going to do is a for loop. I want to for loop. Okay, for I starting from 0 index only, right? So I want I should be equal to I will just use 1 2 3 4 5. So 4, and then I will go for I plus plus, and I will just copy this. I will paste it here, and I will just pass I. Also, I will just go with this. Means I will just want to echo this properly. Index, then $I. Hope you are understanding these things. Okay, if you don't understand this, you can just go back and check this. Okay. Oh. Index 0. What happened? Oh, I have not given $sign here. This thing will happen. Okay, if you will not go with $sign here, you will not give a semicolon end up here, so this will cause error. So array 0 index we have 2, at 1 index we have 10, at index 2 we have 5, at index 3 we have 8, right? Also I want 5. Okay, sorry for that. At index 4 we have 12, right? So also I am going to go with a BR text so that it will look better. So if I'm going for that, yeah, index 0 2, index 1 10, index 2 5, index 3 8, index 4 12. So this is what we have used for loop for just printing this. Now we are going to use while loop. While loop. So while is a less than or equal to 4, I want to print. So I'll just put this. Three, two, one, go. Oh, undefined variable a, right? So even if I use while loop, it is not able. I am not able to print this. So make sure of that. While loop is for many other things, right? So currently we have just seen about for loop. Now what I'm going to go for while loop. Just tomorrow's program I want to run. That is a while loop for printing from 0 to 1. Okay. Now what I can do is you have understand, I think, while loop you have just you can just go through our previous session of JavaScript and you can understand what is a while loop. Okay, because we have very less time today, we have to go further. Okay, just see the intimation that we have to go fast. So basics of PHP we have learned with hello world, then we have gone with how to declare a variable, then we learned what is a conditional statements, and at the last we learned looping statement, which are for loop and while loop, right? So I will just make a commit so that I will be able to see you these things later. Now we have learned with the for loop and all other these things. Now what we are going to do is we are moving with MySql now, right? So after this we were going to move to, just a sec, I have to just check that. So we have installed the XAMPP starting with PHP, and now we are going to move it MySQL. So what is MySQL? So MySQL is a query language. What is a query? So just I will go with the MySQL search here. Okay, I will just go with the google.com. Google.com. Hope you are enjoying the session. If you enjoyed the session, click on that thumb. Okay, and tomorrow's video will be available for you by soon. Okay, google.com. It is not okay. Okay, I will just show you with my browser now. So what is a MySQL and what are the DBMS concepts we are going to learn now? So hope you understand the PHP thing what we have discussed today. So as you can see that MySQL is Enterprise Edition include the most compatible set of advanced features management, MySQL scalability, security, reliability, uptime, right? MySQL, and one more fun fact, I think so, that MySQL and PHP are only the two database, or only the two things which are used by Facebook. Facebook, such a great organization, is run under the PHP. Okay, if you don't know this, you can go for search. Okay, so MySQL, let's get started with this. So hope you understand what MySQL is. You can read out these things. We already have started our MySQL, so let's move with what is PHP MyAdmin. Okay, so the simple thing is you have to go with localhost and then PHP MyAdmin. This is what you have to put in your chat. Means in sorry, not in chat. In your URL bar, and it will just go with that. So this is the thing. Localhost PHP MyAdmin. This is what URL bar you have to add, and it will redirect you to PHP MyAdmin. Currently, we are not discussing more on PHP MyAdmin now because we have very less time. So let's move to further to know about simple CRUD operation with MySQL. Okay, so I'm just presenting my. Here we have it. We have learned these things. Now we are going to move to MySQL. So what we are going to do is creating a form, right? So what I'm just doing, if I am able to Okay. My system again made it. So there's a problem with my system. So you're able to see my screen. I'm going to start a new Visual Studio Code portal because this is something which hang. So I have closed my previous one. So sorry for delaying you, for waiting you. So hope you have made the submissions. We will move to PowerCamp website and show you how you have to make your submissions properly. So when you're going live and this thing happens, so it's very bad. But what we can do. So simply this is our PowerCamp website. You have to go down, scroll down, and when you will go with web development sessions, you can find all our schedule. So let's go. So we have just done with basics of HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. We have developed e-commerce website. Yesterday we have discussed JavaScript and some CDNs. We have left with discussion on our libraries like Font Awesome, Icon Scout, and we have remaining with our jQuery, right? So yesterday, because of that network issue, that thing happened. So we will soon post that video. And later on the PHP MySql. Today we are discussing on that. Tomorrow we will discuss on Ajax and PHP projects. And after that, we will be discussing more on React. So React session is going to be most important. Hope on that day this thing not happen. Okay. So my system has started now, so I'll just fastly move to add the folder to my command set. I'll just add this folder for fast as I can, as it is possible, as fast. So git git is what I have folder. Then session for MySql select folder. I added this folder. So let's move to code our form in PHP, right? So let's move to that part now. So we have to code a simple form in PHP and HTML, and we have to add the part which have. So this was the code which we're moving on, right? So I'm just using my index.php now. Oops. Did this one. So index.php, we discussed about if else if loop, right? So this is a simple program. Name was Rohit, age 25, CGPA, and all this we have discussed, right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this. As we have discussed in our first session only, we just have to go for shift and 1. This will go for giving us a simple PHP, right? And I'm just changing the name to session 4. And what I'm going to do is I am just creating a bootstrap form. So I will go with the getbootstrap.com, or I will just paste it here. Okay, I'm not wasting the time. Localhost slash packet slash station. Here I am able to see that name, station 4 slash php my SQL. So if I'll just write here error anything, it should get. Yeah. So this is how it works. Right? So what I have just done is I'm taking a bootstrap link. So just go to getbootstrap.com, and I'm copying the CDNs. Okay. I'm sorry I'm not able to show you here, but I'm doing that. So I have pasted the link. Oops. Okay. S and the script tag. We already discussed this on our previous sessions. Hope you understand that. 4.6. Okay. I added bootstrap now. So let's move to add some form. So you just go to component section and you can copy out the form. Right. Just with the bootstrap only, we have to go with that. So I just moved to 4.6 version. I want form of, just a second. I want the first form only. So I will just click email password. Okay, I'm just copying this and I'm pasting on our Visual Studio Code part. I have to copy it again. So let's move to screen of our Visual Studio Code. So we have made the changes. Let's refresh this. So email password, we can add email, we can add password, and we can also fire the submit button. So what I'm going to do is I'm removing this form button and I'm adding our form from this. So what method we are going to learn first is a get method. So for the get method, I am adding an action. Okay. So for that I'm adding an action. I'm writing a code on the same line. So I'm putting a code action hash. So if email password, these things are here only. So I'm just removing this checkbox also. So it will help us. Let's reload this. So email password, okay, and I will submit. So this is sign up button. So let me show you how it works. So at the end of this view tag, what I'm going to do is I'm declaring a PHP and ending up this. Make sure that you are using index.php. This type of file only you can use a PHP, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dollar email equal to dollar email equal to dollar. Then I'm going to add up this sign, this post method I'm going to use first. Okay. Then I'm going to just add this thing, whatever the name of this thing is. So here the name is Type email name, ID, email input. Name was not given. I'm giving a name equal to name. So I'm just going an email, and I'm just posting it here. Email, and just to show you this works, I'm just going to print that go dollar email. So what will happen is there will become up a error. How? Let's see. Fatal error, uncaught error, functional name must be a string, and many other things written here on line number 30. Okay. So what we have to give is a if loop only, else not. So if loop, I'm giving a dollar means if is set, and then I'm putting dollar post this right. Okay. If it's a set of dollar post, then only I have to move to this code. If we have not fired the submit button till now, then it will not form a set of dollar post and it will not run this code. So system will not run this code, right? Sorry for this thing. So I will just so sorry students because of some network issue. I lost my connection. So what we were going to do is if I said post. So before moving to this, I would like to be more about the then if we will start it in a new folder, right? So main.php, for that main.php I'm removing this and I'm keeping this action as a main.php. Okay, so the action is main.php. What will happen, right? I will give a slash here. So in this I am writing a code. So what I have to do is just write dollar email equal to, as we have already discussed up here, dollar, I'm just going to put a post and I'm using ml and I'm echoing this. Okay, means echoing, you understand that, printing this dollar email semicolon. So let's run. 3 2 1 go. So at the email address I'm just going with abc@abc and I'm just on. Oh, the proper email should be there. Okay, abc@abc, then I'm going with dot n. I'm just clicking on submit. Sorry. Submit. Oh no, sorry, I'm very sorry. Clicking on refresh. abc@abc dot n, and I'm just moving. Uncaught function name must be on line number 3 there is some problem. Post email. Oh, I have not declared the name right, but I have used it. Yes, I have used, but name is email. What I have declared here. And in place of this, I will giving a square bracket. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is printing abc at the rate abc.n. We just use it here. Okay. So if I want the same for password, what I'm going to do is copying this and making it password, right? Then I will add the name here because along with the PHP I don't get the name thing here. Bootstrap. So what I have just writing here is a password, PASSWORD password. Nothing with this. Refreshing once again. Adding email address ABC. Okay, I'm adding my own email address. For example, my email address is bishop@backcampus.n. So backcampus.n, and I'm entering some password. Let you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Submit. So Rishabh@backcampus.n. What I'm getting here, but I have not encode yet the password. So I will password 1, 2, 3. So they Rishabh RBS at the backend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's something which we have used in the forms, right? So this is a post method which we often use. Post method makes it easy because if we are using a get method after this index.php.main.php, it will just show our email address and our password. So this will become some curious thing. So in place, these things are used only in some e-commerce website projects get method. So also we can just in place of this post method, what I will do is, sorry for that, post method I will use a get method, and I will just pass the same thing here. In place of post I will just go with get method. So let's go back here, refresh. I'm putting my email anything r.abc.n, and I'm entering a password. Submit. So this is my email, this is my password. But what happened is here. So you can check that mail r the /40/.n password. So this thing happen if you use a get method. Okay. If you're using a post method, it will be very secure. So we have discussed about post method and get method. Now our next thing is to study about PHP my admin. So let's move to our browser because we have to just discuss it in that one. So PHP my admin. Let's go there. There's a lot of data stored in my PHP my admin, but to educate you only, I have to show that also, right? So there's a lot of data up in. What I'm going to do is click on the new. I'm not going to show you any data of mine, right? So I'm entering a data and I'm giving it just the simple name, station 02. There's a database name, and I will just click on create. So database has been created, session 04. Now you have to create tables in database. So what I'm going to do is give a name to table. So let's make the table name as a user. Okay, user number of column. I want 4 only. Okay, I will click on go. So what is this form and how to fill this? Okay, so this is a table name, simply user. If you want to make it users, you can click it from here also. Now if you want to add some columns, you can go from here. Now you have to enter the name, means whatever name you want. So if I want the name as a email, so I can put it here, email. If I want to use the name as password, so I can use it here, right? And if I want to use he agree terms and condition or not terms, I can use it here. I want to give ID, then I can use here. So what is the type? So type of this name. So if the ID is always in integer only, email is not only integer, it is a varchar means string here. Okay, the password can also be a varchar, means you can use tags, you can use digit, you can use anything you want. And terms and condition, it can be varchar only, right? So what is the length? So for integer, length is 11. We consider 11 means not 1 crore people are going to register with this, but let us consider 11. Then email's length can be 256, not less than that. 256. I think password can be 256. Let us make it some small, and 12. Okay, no one enter more lengthy password than 12. Okay, make it 20 now. I think so. Okay, terms and condition, this is also 20. So what is the default value? If there is something default, terms and condition, always I want it to be default as agreed. Okay, so I want it agree, right? Then what is a collection? Collection, there's a various collection available here. If your data enter in this collection, you can use this. Attributes, whether it's a binary, unsigned, zero file, or on update current timestamp, this type of attributes. It is null or not, whether it can be null or not. So nothing data up here is null. Okay, then we have something called as auto increment. Our ID is going to auto increment for each and every time. So primary index cannot be replicated. For example, if there is an ID 1, then it cannot be replicated again and again. So sorry for that. If the given email, right, oh sorry, given email is should not be duplicate, you can just go up here. One primary key can be add, not more than one. So I will just go with unique. Okay, so I just assigned a unique key up here. Password, no uniqueness. And terms, no uniqueness, right? So what I will just go with, I will click on the save button. Save button is up here in the bottom. So I'll click on this. So this will help me to make a table-like structure like this. So this is a PHP my admin, right? And there is something called as MySQL queries up here. So what we called as MySQL queries, right? MySQL queries. What is MySQL queries? If we are going to define about what is MySQL query, so MySQL query, hello, my voice is clear. So MySQL query is a function performs a query, means if there is a function performing a query against a database, right? Query is specifically a special means line of code which act with the MySQL, right? Just like select star from user. So this is what we performing as a select function. Then we are selecting all these things from users. Now I want to select only email. So what I will do is select email from users, right? If I want to select only IDs, so I will just go with select ID from users. If I want to add all these things, email ID, email, password, terms, so I will go with select this all things in place of all these things, I will just add a star from users. Users is our table name, right? We just created it. So let me show you what the structure thing is. Structure is how these things are. You can just add primary key, you can remove this primary key from here as your wish. So SQL is something special in PHP. My admin, this helps you to create your own queries without writing your code also. So if you want to select this from where one, okay, I don't know anything, means I don't want anything up here, so I will just write where one. If I will not write where one, it is also means no worry about it. Where email, I want where email, sorry, wait, where ID is one, only show me that where ID is one, so it will show that. Okay, so what is the insert key? So insert into users where ID is this. So I will just run a query where adding value of ID is one, email is abc at the rate abc, what we have discussed, just abc at the rate abc dot n. I want a password name as 123 only, and then the value terms and condition agree, and I will keep it as it is because it we have already given it agree, so don't worry about it, and I will click on code. There is some problem up here. So insert into ID, you have error. You check your manual that okay, there's some problem up here. So ID, email, password, terms. I think I should give it agree. Oh! I have to give a colon up here. There is the problem because we have just gone with the Vaka, right? Column count doesn't match. Okay, now okay. I'm just showing you all the errors. Okay, not that case, but yeah, one row inserted. We have inserted one abc dot n 123 and space. Yeah, it has been mentioned up here. So if I will go for adding one more, so what I can do is I want to add the, I will just keep it as it is. Okay, then at the second point I'm going to write the second email I had just put it, which was shop at the rate bagcampus dot n. I want my password as 1234. So what I will do is 1234, and for the terms and condition he agreed the terms and condition. I'm the only one person, so I agree terms and condition. I have to give semi means this type of sign, okay, because these are work. So let's go to this. Okay, when we are doing this, so this can happen, but don't worry about the ID thing. Okay, so what I will do, I will also copy this thing because we are have to run this, right? We're gonna go duplicate entry one. As I already told you, primary key cannot be duplicated. So in place of one, I want to click on go. So one row affected. So you can see one, two query, right? So this is what we call as a MySQL. We can delete one also. So I can just go with SQL. I'm just performing here because you should understand these things, right? Okay, before that I will need to update. So I want to update user, and I want to set the ID not. I want to set email to be abc at the rate xyz dot n. Sorry, abc at the rate xyz dot n. For only I want to change one email. Okay, rest of things no. Where I have ID equal to 2. So this is what we have run the query. So what is the query to update? I'll click on go and let's check what happened. I have written Krishnap at the rate backcampus.in, but here it is abc dot at the rate xyz.in because I have updated it. So this is what we came up with update function. Now if I have to delete this, so I'm deleting the user where ID is 2. So I want to delete where ID is 2. So basically ID is something which is not duplicated, so I'm using it. But make sure you click on the primary key and AI, right? So there is only one row available here, one row is deleted. So we have just learned with what is the select, what is insert, update, delete. Also we can go with clear format. You can check all this and you can just go with insert up here and just inserting one more thing. To I want email as abc at the rate xyz dot in. I want password 123 203. Okay, 203 is it. And terms and condition as already shown, agree. So if I will click on browse, so this is what to click. So I can also import export these things. Now let's move to our PHP to code these things, right? And make one Google form for this. I am waiting for 2 minute break, so make sure you also go and have some coffee or tea. Thank you. Let's move for 2 minutes break. So whatever we have discussed today, we have added this to this. So we have installed SAM, started with PHP and MySql, created a form, learned post and get method, study about PHP my admin, learn how to perform CRUD operations on PHP and MySql, created a to-do list application and created a quiz application, right? So thank you for your work, and this is a simple assignment to create a MySQL website with PHP and MySQL, right? MCQ, simple MCQ, and this is for today. It's done. Thank you for your response to Backcampus events. Thanks and regards. This is Rishabh Suryavanshi, Executive Head at Backcampus. I take your leave for this session.